All right, whether you're starting your day or starting your workout, in our system, we always pay homage to your joints and your soft tissue. That's where you're gonna hurt if you don't take care of them. We're gonna start today with a little bit of a bounce. So everybody on your toes, bounce nice and light. Stay on those toes. The nice thing about getting the lower legs working is they're analogous to the pump of your heart. So a lot of walking is a good reset. If you're adding anything to this program, a good walk on a daily basis is a good thing to add because it's not gonna add a lot of stress. You're gonna be able to reduce stress, add volume, feel really good. Hey, maybe get out and get some fresh air too. But right now we're gonna go ahead and get those lower legs pumping, get that heart pumping just a little bit before we start moving our joints around, trying to pay homage to our body with a nice light warm up. So keep it steady, stay on those toes, breathe nice and easy. Exhale as you hit the ground, soften the landing. Ha, ha, ha. Nice and easy. You can do it through your nose, you can do it through your mouth, whatever you feel comfortable with right now. But you wanna make sure your breath and your movement are married together for the remainder of this warm-up. I'm gonna cue you through that process, so don't worry about it too much. Just go stay with us, have a good time. All right, so now you're bouncing, time to find your stance. We're gonna find a tall, neutral stance. Go ahead and get a hip width stance. That's gonna be with your hips all the way down to the outside of your heels, all in a vertical line. So we're not gonna be wide, we're not gonna be narrow. Find a nice straight line. We're gonna open up the chest. So drive the chest open, reach down through the palms, palms facing forward. Get as tall as possible. But at the same time, keep your ribs down. Try not to arch your back. From this position, this is our tall neutral stance. We're gonna move from here. So we're gonna tilt our head to the right, ear to the shoulder, and back up to standing. Off to the left. As we do that, take note of where the tension is. Exhale to the right, reach down through the left hand. That should intensify the stretch. Back up to standing. Off to the left, reach down through the right hand and back up. Just a couple more reps. A lot of us have neck tension. A lot of stress is held up there. So paying homage to your neck every day, before the start of your day, before the start of your workout, it'll pay big dividends all the way through and back up. One more on each side. Nice. Exhale through the tension. Good. Back to tall neutral. Get as tall as you can. Retract the chin slightly. Now as we rotate, stay as tall as possible. Stay tall, rotate to the right. Look over the right shoulder. Back to center. Look over to the left shoulder. And back to center. Let your eyes track. So look as far to the right as possible. Back to center. Look to the left. Exhale through any tension. Make sure as we do this, you're not going as hard as you can. You're going as far as you can without any undue discomfort or pain. This should not hurt at all. Go to the right. And back to the left. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and extend and flex the spine just up top. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see what we're doing. Everybody else is gonna keep facing you. So you're gonna drive your chest open, lift your chin to the sky, reach down through your fingertips. Keep your teeth touching. Think about your chin touching the ceiling. And then now chin to your chest, roll the shoulders forward, stay tall, but reach down through those fingertips. Inhale back, chest open, chin to the sky. Exhale, chin to the chest, reach down and forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Again, we're always looking at the breath. Inhale back. Exhale forward. All right. From there, we're going to go ahead and get into the shoulder blades. So think about lifting your shoulders up, pinching them back, setting them down, and rolling them forward. So all 4 points are important. I'm going to face to the side again just so you can see how smooth that roll should be. You're trying to keep this motion nice and steady. Breathe in as you lift. Exhale, down and forward. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, down and forward. Let's go the other way. Back up, forward and down. Back up, forward and down. Keep going nice and steady. Focusing on your breath. Focusing on that movement. Awesome. From there, we're going to go ahead and get into some other shoulder drills. This one's called the Egyptian. You're going to lift your palms up and out to the side. Let's lift your shoulders high. And now we're going to sink them down away from your ears. This is the position we want you to work in. We're going to look to our left hand and turn our right shoulder all the way over. As you do, that right hand should almost be facing up to the ceiling. Roll back to the center. Inhale. Exhale to the opposite side, looking to that top hand, that up hand. Good. Up. Into the center, look to the left, turn that right shoulder over. Look to the center, Turn to the right as you turn that left shoulder over. Give me one more rep on each side. Inhale up, exhale as you rotate. Inhale up, exhale as you rotate. Nice. From there, we're going to take our hands up and overhead. As you do that, your back might want to arch, so soften your knees a little bit, tuck your hips under, and straighten out your elbows. Wherever they are, if they drop a little bit, it's okay. We're going to work from that position. Keep the arms straight and make small circles. Don't be in a rush. Move slow, move controlled. And as if you feel more comfortable, you can make the circles bigger. But don't try to make them bigger right away. Try to make them controlled. Control the tempo. Feel the work happening in the shoulder joint itself. Don't let the elbows sway around. Let's go the other direction. Exhale through any tension. So as the arms go towards your ears, you might feel there's some tension there. Exhale. Keep those ribs down. Don't let your back arch. All right, give me 2 more circles. 1, 2. All right, now down to the side. Pinch your shoulder blades back. Reach back, up and over. Good. Again, through the tension, exhale. Good. Give me a couple more reps. Big circles all the way around. Good. Let's go the other way. Reach up, pinch the shoulder blades back, sweep the hands back in a big arc. Good. 2 more times. All right, from shoulders, your shoulders should be working pretty good. We're going to work into the elbows. Nice thing is your shoulders are still going to be working. With this drill, just be careful not to stress the front of your shoulders. If you feel a lot of tension up here, dial back the tension on your drill itself, okay? So think elbows into your ribs, nice and tight. Stay tall, keep the hips tucked, ribs down. Take 2 back fists here, right up next to your shoulders. Keep the elbows tight as you rotate and extend the arms. Good. So from the side, here, reach back with the knuckles, keeping the ribs down. Good. Breathe through that tension. You should feel your mid-back working pretty good here, but if you feel a lot of tension on the front of your shoulders, try not to dial up so much muscular effort. The front of your shoulders can be pretty sensitive, so got to respect that. Remember, it's not about doing anything painful. Let's go the other way. Down, reach back, and all the way over. Exhale through any tension. All the way through. 2 more repetitions. Good. From there, we're going to get into a hinge position. So I'm going to turn to the side and we're going to highlight the preparatory parts of this drill. As we do this, think chest stays open. So draw your elbows back. Everybody prep. Chest open. Proud chest. Your hips, your feet position are going to be slightly wider than hip wide. So go ahead and set that. And you're going to soften the knees. Release your tailbone up and back and keep your chest higher than your hips. You're going to stand tall, get as tall as you can, tucking those hips under, squeeze your butt. And now release back. Think chest up and out, hips up and back. Keep your belly drawn in so that you don't tense your lower, you don't stress out your lower back. Good. Give me a couple more repetitions. Good. Last one. All right, from there, we're going to plant on one foot. We're going to do leg swing. So left foot down, plant heavy on that left foot. We're going to swing our right leg, and as we swing back, we're going to let the knee break so the heel comes close to the butt. Big thing here is don't let your back arch. So if you're wondering if your back's arching, you can always place the back of your hands on the back of your butt. Make sure it doesn't flip up. No duck butt, okay? Swing that right leg forward and back. Try to make sure the rest of your body stays quiet. So what that means is you're not bouncing up and down with your head or your eyesight. You're staying nice and tall the whole time. All right, we're going to do the other side. Plant that right foot down. Get heavy on that right foot. Swing the left leg. 2 more reps. Awesome. From there, we're going to go ahead and widen out our stance again. Wider than shoulder width, just by a smidge. Take your hands above your knees for support. This is going to be like an old school dance move. We call it the Tootsie Roll. Hands above the knees. We're going to drive the knees in, only as far as you feel comfortable. This is strengthening all the tissues on the inside of the legs. We're going to shift our weight to our toes. Again, only letting the knees go as far as you're comfortable. I'm going to lift my heels all the way up. See how far my knees go forward. You don't have to go that far. You go as far as you can. Drive the knees out and find the outside edge of the foot. Roll the outside edge back to the heel. Bring the knees in, right? Drive them forward. to the outside, and back. See, I'm drawing 2 big circles with the knees. Again, using your hands for balance. Make sure you don't lose your balance. Feel confident with whatever range you're exploring. Let's go the other way. Exhale through any tension. Same rules apply. All the way around. Give me 2 more repetitions. And last one. All right, now we're going to make it to the ground. So I'm going to step back, place my hands on the ground. We're going to prep our wrists. This is really important because we're going to do push-ups, a lot of ground-based movement with all this body weight. Our wrists are a limiting factor for a lot of people. So I'm going to go ahead and turn sideways, give you a good perspective on these drills. We're going to splay our hands open wide. Middle finger points straight ahead, shoulder width. And we're going to rock back to our heels. Get a nice stretch in the hips or the ankles. And then we're going to keep our chest proud and rock all the way forward as far as we can without our palms lifting. And back. As we go to that front position, you may find that some of that tension in the wrist is your limiting factor. If that's the case, just go a little less deep. Exhale into the tension, keep the elbows straight, and only try to coax out a little more range at a time. Good. We do 1 more rep before we change to the next drill. All right. Now we're going to go into seal pose. This, all we're going to do is take our palms down, but face our palms away from us. And what I want to do is focus on the tips of your fingers first. So tips of your fingers, chest proud, and then rock down to the base of the fingers, keeping your palms up, and roll back up. Exhale into the tension. And then rock back up. Using my hips. Notice as my hips sit back, my fingers lift. Couple more repetitions. If you work with your hands a lot, if you do a lot of strength training, wow, this drill will really find some tension in those forearms and hands. All right, last one. This is a little odd. Think about push-up position, but I'm going to take the back of my hand to the ground on my right hand and anchor that position with my left. From this position, make sure you have your hands relatively close to your body. Anchor that down. Chest is proud again. And now I'm going to rotate my elbow pit forward. I'm going to go ahead and change my orientation to the main camera here so you can see. Rotate the elbow pit forward. As we do this, think about your shoulders staying down from the ears. You're going to be giving me 2 more reps on this side. Exhale into the rotation. There's going to be some tension there. And we're going to switch sides. Same thing on the other side. Really important to prep these wrists. You're probably going to feel this up into the forearm, this brachialis muscle, this meaty part of the forearm. These muscles tend to be chronically tight and can cause a lot of elbow and wrist tension. Good. 1 more repetition, everybody. All right. From there, we're going to get into our rocking frog series. So we're going to bring our knees back, touch our toes in our midline. So as we touch our toes in our midline, we're going to spread our knees as far apart as possible. Get our forearms down to the ground, and then reach forward with our hands. So your arms are straight. As we do, sit back into those hips. You're going to feel a good stretch back here. You're going to drop the forearms to the ground and pull yourself forward. Think about being in a really low plank position. Tuck your hips under. Chest is proud. You should feel that on the front of your pelvis. It's a pretty good stretch. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Good. 2 more repetitions, getting as deep as you can in the back position, and then as deep as you can in the front position. Last one. All the way back, all the way forward. Good. Now we're going to sit back again. This time we're going to take our toes, our heels, I should say, and place them directly behind our knees. So in a straight line pointing straight back from the knees. Open up both sides, look back and check. Good. Now from here, you're going to place your forearms on the ground again. This time, instead of focusing on pulling forward, we're going to push back. So you're going to exhale and push back. Think about your hips reaching back between your heels. Wow. This should be pretty tight. Good. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Each time we're trying to go just a little bit deeper. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Whew, feel those hips working. Oh, man. All right. One more time. Deepest stretch, furthest range of motion. Exhale, hold that position. Breathe, hold the tension. See if you can ease into a little bit more stretch before you release out. All right, we have 1 more series here. We're going to hit the front of the hips this time in our kneeling hip flexor series. So I'm going to turn sideways so you guys can see exactly what I'm going to focus on. Everybody, we're going to step forward with our right foot. okay? I want this left knee directly under the left hip, directly under my shoulder. So we're gonna cue something I don't wanna see so we can fix it. A lot of us are gonna have our duck butt position, hips back. Everybody arch your butt back. All right, we don't want that, so tuck your hips under and then bring your shoulders up over your hips. This is gonna lock yourself in position from the bottom up. So keep this position, think short distance between your ribs and your pelvis. From here, keep that position, that intention, this connection from the knee to the ribs, but only move this front knee forward. So watch, I'm gonna push that front knee forward, feel a big stretch on this left hip flexor, and then rock back. Each time, I can go ahead and go a little bit deeper. Notice I'm not arching my back, all right? Want to keep the hips tucked under. Give yourself a couple more repetitions to get that hip flexor open. Last repetition here. Best repetition is the last one. Good, all right, I'm gonna face it going forward again. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side, but you know what we're gonna do. All right, left foot forward, duck butt, and tuck butt. We're gonna tuck it under. Bring the shoulders back. Good, get a nice strong position, chest proud, push that front knee. Good, and inhale back. Exhale, tuck forward, and push back. Give me 3 more reps. Good, really open up those hips. 2 more reps. Last one, and we're done with our warm-up, y'all. All right, stand strong on that front foot. Shake it out. You're ready for your day. You're ready for your workout. All right, team, welcome to Program A. We call this priming the pump. And priming the pump is just about moving continuously for all the work intervals, resting, recovering, setting up for your next round of effort, but holding a pace and working on your technique, working on your posture. So you'll notice the crew here, they're gonna be holding their throttle back. They're gonna be controlling their movement pace, and they're gonna hold that pace through the whole workout. So that's your goal too. Find a pace you can get through the whole 4 rounds without stopping during the work intervals. Hey, it might not happen your first workout, might not happen your second, but that's your goal. That's the game we're gonna play. So priming the pump starts with a plank primer. Everybody get on your bellies. All right, so everybody's gonna be on their bellies. They're gonna lay down flat and then reach their hands all the way overhead. Next thing you know, they're gonna pull their elbows back as far as possible with their fists tight, pinkies on the ground. They're gonna bend their knees and squeeze them together. The next thing they're gonna do is tuck their pelvis under. That's gonna help them lift their belly button off the ground even without lifting anything else. Now push the forearms down, keeping their chin in front of their hands. All right, so this is your basic plank. We're gonna hold this for about 10 seconds. Everybody just find your position. Hey, sometimes your elbows might need to change position. I know Francesca has some shoulder stuff that she's been dealing with, so she's gonna find a position she can hold before we go on to the next step. Hey, it's time for the next step. Pull those elbows down towards your knees, but keep your chest proud. Keep pulling, keep pulling. You're activating all these big, strong muscles in your back by pulling those elbows. These are your lats. These are activating your front line. You should feel your core working a little bit harder now. All right, keep holding that tension. Now keep that intention now. And now we're gonna go ahead and articulate our pelvis. Back, inhale, exhale, and tuck the tailbone under. Good, keep that chest proud. Inhale back, exhale, tuck. Good, that's 2. We're gonna do this 6 more times. Inhale back, exhale, tuck. Good, keep going. Inhale back, exhale, tuck. Halfway through, notice as you tuck, you feel your core working. Inhale back, exhale, tuck. 5, inhale back, exhale, tuck. 6, good job, y'all. Inhale back, exhale, tuck. 7, you got last one. Keep that chest proud. Inhale back, exhale, tuck, and rest. All right, that's our primer. We're gonna be doing that before the first round and after every of the next couple rounds. We're just not gonna be doing it after the last round, right? Because we're doing it to kick off the rounds. Everybody on your feet. We're gonna get through and start the work. This is 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. We're gonna start with our lunge series. So everybody here on my count, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Jenna's gonna be doing our basic reverse lunge. So she's looking proud. She's owning her reps, owning every rep. Stepping back, knee under hip, under shoulder, staying nice and tall the whole way through. Francesca, hey, she's taking it a step up. She's doing our high split lunge. That rear knee doesn't come all the way to the ground, but look at her. She's tempoing with her arm swing. Loading up and jumping high. Good. Eric's taking another step up. His knee comes all the way down to the ground, still tempoing with those arms to lift up in his plyo and coming all the way back to full range. We got another 5 seconds, guys. Keep it going, keep it strong. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. We're into our next series. The next series is our table series. So everybody's going to sit down on your bottoms. Sit down on your butts. Come on, we got to prep. Get ready for the next drill. Hands are going to be pointing straight out to the side for all three of you. Chest is proud. Push your hands down, proud in your chest before we start. And we're going to get into our table lift and swing set series. Ready? And go. Here we go. Jenna's doing our basic again. She's going to touch her butt between her feet and her hands, lifting and exhaling as she drives her chest through. Nice. She's going to make sure she doesn't stress out the front of her shoulders. If the shoulders hurt, she's going to reduce the range of motion. Hey, level 2, Francesca's stepping it up again. Here we go. We got a swing set. So she's pulling her butt straight between her hands and then still driving up to that terminal position at the top. Eric's a beast. We know it. Look at him go. Look at these shoulders work. All right. He's doing an alternating single leg swing set. And what that means is his hamstring and glute on that one leg that's working really has to fire hard. Here we go. Keep it going. Another 3 seconds, y'all. Give me another rep or 2. Time. Good job. All right, that's 2 exercises down. Our next one's going to be our sit-through series. So everybody's going to prep in a frog position. Hands are going to be in a pyramid configuration out to shoulder width, and our knees are going to be 1 hand width behind our thumb line. Here we go. Sit-throughs. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Again, Jenna's working their basic sit-through. And all she's thinking about is her butt sitting right behind her same side hand. She's posturing up. She's pushing down into that base hand, staying proud, maintaining that posture the whole way through. Francesca's stepping it up by extending the range of motion. Look, she's extending that leg all the way out, pointing those toes. I think she's done some dancing in the past with the toe point. Eric, man, he's always trying to show me up. Look at this thing. He came up with this himself. He's a sit through to a bridge. He's going to extend out, driving off that rear foot, extending those hips up. Wow, I'm sure his glutes are firing hard. Hey, 3 seconds, y'all. Let's finish out strong before we get on to the next one. Time. All right, from the sit through, we have our sumo series. All right, this is a modified sumo. So we're going to have a narrow stance relative to what most people think about sumos. Squat stance, we're going to turn our toes out past 45 degrees. Everybody stand up the same way, and we're going to go ahead and get ready in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Jenna's doing her basic sumo. Let's go ahead and keep your hands up, Jenna. Don't reach down. Go ahead and hold them up. Go, you got it. There you go. Keep your hips in line with your heels. She's trying to push her hips forward, drive her knees open, staying nice and tall the whole way through. Francesca, she's showing off that dance background again. Look, it's really hard to get up to the toes from this position. It's going to tax your lower legs, your quads, your glutes, but look at her go all the way up to that nice tall position and all the way down, hips in between heels. Eric, man, he got energy for days. Look at him go. Go, Froggy, go. He's going to hold that base position down. He's going to jump, bring those knees up to a tuck position before he resets again. Hey, time, y'all. Go ahead and take a little bit of break. Shake it out. Hey, we're into our last exercise of this round. This is our frog series. So we're going to get back down into our frog position. Remember, thumbs pointing straight across, fingers pointing up and in, 1 hand distance from knees to hand line. All right, here we go. Basic frog for Jenna. 3, 2, 1, go. So the basic frog for Jenna is a eccentric focus. She's pulling herself down slowly. She's going to rest the inside of her knees on the ground, pinch her shoulder blades back before she pushes strong back to the top of her frog. Francesca's got to stay loaded the whole time. That's going to be the difference. So she's going to hold the top position rather than rest at the bottom. And she's only going to descend as far as she can, keeping her spine nice and flat. She's going to drive those knees apart. All right, Eric, good. Keep that chest up. Keep that head up. Awesome. Look at him go. This low frog sprawl is tough. As time goes on, he wants to stand up, but we're not going to let him. He's going to go from a frog into a squat position, getting his chest up, looking straight ahead, proud and strong. Time. All right, that's 1 round through, guys. Shake it out, everybody. Let's go. Shake it out. Get that heart rate down. All right, guess what's next? Guess what's next? Hey, it's time to prime the pump again. We're going to prime the core with that plank series. So everybody down on the ground, down on your bellies. Let's go. All right, hands overhead. Superman. All right, so now pull those elbows back as far as you can. Tight fists. Chin in front of knuckles. Good. Bend those knees. Squeeze them together. Tuck the pelvis under. Good. And push the forearms down. Adjust your hands as necessary. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Adjust the hands. All right, Eric. Prouden that chest a little bit. Lengthen the spine. There you go. Now pull the elbows. Tough. Come on. Pull the elbows back to the knees. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Stay active. Don't rest. the more you work for strength in your plank position, the more you're gonna get the benefit of it. All right, here we go. Now, articulate that pelvis. Inhale, your tailbone up. Exhale, tuck it under. Feel that front line close down. Feel your core working. Inhale, back. Exhale, tuck. Good. Inhale, back. Exhale, tuck. So it's just arching your butt. Inhale, back. Arch that butt. Exhale, tuck it under. Inhale, arch. Exhale, tuck. Good. Give me 2 more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, tuck. 1 more rep. Inhale, back. Exhale, tuck. All right, let's go ahead and get back up. Shake it off. Round two. We're back at the top of our circuit series. This is lunges again. Everybody's doing the same thing they were doing the first round. Here we go. We're going to start the clock. 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds to transition to the next drill. Everybody ready? How you feeling?
Feel great.
All right, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All right, back to the lunges. All right, let's go ahead and highlight some of the details now. With Jenna, what I really want to focus on is the depth of her lunge, and even more so, the posture. I want a nice strong line from knee, hip to shoulder and top of her head. Now, if she gets tired or if somebody has knee issues, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna reduce the range of motion. So reducing the range of motion is always a good way to make a drill more accessible. So she's gonna go not as low. There you go. And hey, if her knees are bothering her there, she can go not as low as that, barely bending the knees. There, hey, if this is where you're at and you can be successful, no problem. Time. All right, guys, that's round 2 of lunges. Guess what's next? Time for the table. All right, everybody on your bottom, hands down to your sides, chest is proud. Round 2. I'm gonna highlight Jenna through this round a lot for the basics, okay? Here we go. Table series, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so I hinted as to the importance of being able to know your range. So Jenna has great range of motion through her shoulders. Her chest is open through the whole drill. This is gonna be important. But a lot of us can fixate on how high our hips are going. That's not necessarily what we want all the time. If her shoulders are really tight, she's only gonna get the hips as high as the shoulders are not angry at her. So if that's where her hips are, fine. Hey, maybe she can only lift a little bit. Hey, if that's what you got, that's what I'm gonna take today. But we're gonna exhale every time we lift. Oh, and guess what? And there she goes again. You go ahead and get it, Jenna. Give me 5 more seconds. Don't stop, get it. Let's go. All right, time. All right. Here we go. Our theme of round 2 is all about you beginners. Everybody shake it off. You got, ooh, man, you know what? Actually, if I had you stand up, you got to get back down. Let's get down, y'all. Sit-throughs. Get back down, froggy position. Thumbs across, fingers pointed up and in. 1 hand distance between hands and feet. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, it's time to show off Jenna again. Hey, by the way, check this out. Remember, it's all about posture. Look at that posture. Shoulder presses down, chest is proud. She's got her posture just like you would when you're standing, kind of standing proud and strong the whole time, even as she drops that hip in. So if she needs to reduce the range of motion, she could just not drop that hip as low. So go ahead and just turn a little bit and don't drop the hip as much. Even higher, right there. Hey, maybe that's all you got. Maybe you don't drop the hip at all. Hey, you know what? Whatever you can do safely, moving towards this goal, that's our goal. I want you not to be hurting as a result of your personal practice. This is about getting you better, not worse. All right, time, y'all. All right, here you go. 3 exercises down in round 2. We got 2 more to go. Sumo time. Find your squat stance. Everybody, if you wonder what it is, just go ahead and squat. All right, that's where I want you. Turn your toes out wide. We're gonna focus on Jenna's basic technique again. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Sumos. All right, check out this sumo squat. We're gonna go ahead and move around here. Jenna's gonna want her knees, thinking about the outside edge of her knees pressing outward, thinking about touching the outside of the knees to the back wall of the room. And her pelvis, her hips, they want to stay in line with her heels. So if she was to sit down, she wants to sit down right here between her feet. Got 20 seconds in, you might feel the booty burning, might feel the front of your hips really resisting the motion. And guess what? Check out this posture. That's what we want. Nice long spine, nice neutral and long spine, no overextension. Hey, we got 5 more seconds, y'all. Go ahead and finish strong. 3, 2, 1, good job. Okay, shake it out. Last one is the best one. Hey, time to get froggy. Everybody loves the frog or they love to hate it. One or the other. Everybody get in position on the ground. Get froggy, babies. Come on, let's go. Here we go. 5 seconds. Get in your position. Get ready. Shoulders down, chest proud. 3, 2, 1, up. Let's get into that frog position. All right, so in that frog position, Jenna's gonna focus on long spine from head to tailbone. So she's thinking about tailbone back, crown forward. This is what we wanna see. Keep it going, Jenna. So knees are spreading out wide. She's really working the inside of her thighs as she rests the knees on the ground. Look how deep she's going. Not everybody's gonna go that deep. That's okay. As she gets down to the bottom, note she's also pinching the shoulder blades together. Hey, Jenna, what happens if your hips are tight? Let's go not as deep this time, okay? Touch the knees right there. And look, she's not gonna get as deep. That's okay, that's her range. Push out. All right, 5 more seconds, y'all. Keep that chest up, keep that chest up. And time, woo, round 2 is done. Hey, but we're not done. It's only halfway through. Shake it out, catch your breath. Hey, everybody with me. Big inhale, exhale, shake it out. All right, time to build some tension. You know what do we do to prime up the pump before we do our rounds? What are we gonna do? We're gonna plank. All right, everybody down on the ground. Down on the ground for round 3 of planks. Come on, ready? Yeah, you got it. Hands overhead. Pull those elbows back. Make a tight fist, chin in front of your fist. Bend those knees, squeeze them together. Tuck those hips. Push the forearms down. Now hold that base plank. Hold that base plank. If you can, smile a little bit, all right? Are you guys still smiling? Let me see. Oh, I see some smiles. All right, I'm all right with that. If they're having fun, I'm having fun. All right, here we go. Pull now, pull. Pull those elbows towards your knees. Actively pull as hard as you can. Keep the chest out and keep that belly up off the ground. Pull the belly button up. Pull that belly button up. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Articulate the pelvis. So they're gonna articulate back, exhale, tuck it under. It might make you more popular at the club if you learn this skill. I don't know. It all depends on what kind of dancing you like to do. But for here, what we're really focusing on is they tuck the pelvis under. They're understanding how to engage the front line here, closing the front line. This is a really important skill for all your strength work. It's gonna help you understand how to control your pelvis. Give me 2 more reps, y'all. And time. Good work, good work. All right, get up, shake it out. Hey, time to get back to it. Shake it out. Let's go. Let's keep working. Round 3. Round 3. Sounds like Street Fighters. What's going on here? All right, so here we go. Round 3, we're gonna get into lunges again. Everybody ready for some lunges? Yes. All right, here we go. Everybody knows your assignment. I'm gonna focus on Francesca this time. All right, so here we go. Round 3, lunges, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Hey, Francesca, I'm coming for you, girl. What you got for me? All right, check her out. She's still on that same tempo from round 1. This is what I told you. This is what I want to see. Look at her go. Still perfect alignment, loading into that back leg only as low as she needs to. Hey, what happens if you're into this step and you know your legs get really tired, but you don't want to go back to the original lunge? You, always have the option to go back to level 1, but guess what? She could just barely bend the knees as she lands, just enough to descend into a soft leg position. And guess what? That's all she needs. Because we're really focusing on just changing what leg's going back and accelerating up. All right, time, you guys. Good job, Francesca. Hey, I'm coming back for you, girl. We got 20 seconds. Hey, 15 seconds left. I thought it was 20, but hey, time goes by fast, right, when we're having fun. All right, here we go. From there, table lift, everybody on the ground. 5 seconds to prep. Here we go, Francesca. You're gonna show them how to do it. 3, 2, 1. Go. All right, so swing set for Francesca. Y'all keep working. Just because I'm not working over there with you doesn't mean you can take a break. All right, so the hips come up. She's gonna keep our chest proud. As you lift, proud in that chest. There you go. That was just a little technical detail she could tune up. Hey, we all need a coach. That's why we're here for. Hey, when I need a coach, they coach me up. So pull those hips through, pushing through the hands all the time. You're constantly pushing into the ground. If she doesn't push into the ground, she's not getting her hips all the way through. And guess what? Do you feel your core working as you pull it back? Oh, yeah. All right, 10 seconds to go. And she's going to lift those hips only as high as she can. As she lifts, go ahead and draw the navel in as you lift. And that's going to tighten up that front. Ooh, she doesn't have all that same range anymore. Good tune up there. Time. All right. Woo, we're getting through this. Round 3. All right, I'm going to go back and pick on Francesca in just a second. Let's shake it out. You got the sit-throughs, team. Sit-throughs. So froggy position. Everybody prep. All right, sit-throughs. What we got? Time to get froggy. Ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Sit-throughs. Nice. So Jenna's still doing the basic sit-through. Make sure that knee doesn't lift, Jenna, as you rotate. Keep it low to the ground. Remember, you're just sitting down. Good. Now, Francesca, look, she's keeping that leg low and extended, pointing that toe. I told you she was a dancer. Look at her go. Pointing that toe, keeping that chest proud, pushing down constantly through that hand so she doesn't over-rotate. I don't want her hips to go past her hand. And this is gonna help her build strength through that shoulder girdle. That's so important to keep it safe. So many people have shoulder issues. Now, extending that lever just makes more tension build across the torso and across the hips. Here we go, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. Thanks for holding on there. Good job. Sit-throughs to sumos. All right, everybody remember, your stance for your sumo is your basic squat stance. So whatever you're comfortable with your squat stance, you're gonna turn those toes out. Always remember to set up the same way. If you don't set up the same way, the drill isn't the same. Here we go, 3 seconds. 2, 1, go. Time to show off those dancing skills, Francesca. Here we go, all the way up to those toes. All right, for Francesca, one of the highlights of what I want to give her is to challenge her. I want you to really turn those knees out. All right, turn those knees out. And as she turns those knees out, thinking about her outside of her knees touching the wall behind her, her hips started moving forward. That's what I want. So as she sits down, I want her hips to land between her heels as far forward as possible. This is going to open up the front of the pelvis, the front of those hips. It's a really tight, restricted area for most people. And as she gets up to those toes, she's going to own it, trying to get as tall as she can. Woo, good job, good job. 5 seconds to go. This is actually a lot harder than it looks, y'all. If you're doing this, you know what I'm talking about. Time. All right, sumos are done. Last one is the fun one. Time to get froggy. So now we're getting in the frog position, but instead of doing sit-throughs, we're gonna do frog presses. And I know everybody's feeling it right about now. Here we go, ready? Let's go, 5 seconds, let's get down. Can you get down? And go. Francesca, I'm all over you this round. There's no hiding, girl. All right, I know you've been working hard, and I'm here to make sure you keep working hard. Lift those hips just a little bit more at the top. I wanna keep this nice, long, flat table. Literally, I wanna be able to put a glass of water on her without it spilling. So she needs to keep the attention of keeping this flat the whole time. Long crown forward, tailbone back. Good, hold that top position. I see you're getting tired. When she gets tired, I need her to hold this position before she goes down. And you can reduce the range of motion. So just, there you go. You got it. 10 more seconds, Francesca. Give me 10 seconds. Good, don't let those hips drop lower than the shoulders. There you go. One more rep. Time. All right, hey, give me some love. You're doing great. That's 3 out of 4 rounds. Go ahead and shake it out, guys. Take a big, deep breath. Exhale. Give yourself a little pat on the back. We're almost done. Almost done. One more round. So what are we going to do? Prime the pump. We're going to get that core fired off one more time before we do some more work. Down for your planks, everybody. Hands overhead. Down for your planks. Let's go. All right. They're moving a little slower now, huh? Hey, they were fast to get to those planks before. Everybody prep. You know how to do it. Bend those knees. Tuck those hips. Belly off the ground, push. Good, so now they're pushing into the ground. Adjusting the elbows is necessary, especially if the shoulders are getting tired. Good, chest is proud the whole time. Stick that chest out, tailbone tucked. All right, now pull the elbows, good. Lengthen out that spine here, come on. Lengthen out that spine, don't let your head drop. Come on, you got it. You guys are strong, I love it. All right, keep going. Now pelvis, inhale back, exhale tuck. Remember, this is what we don't want to see in a plank. Keep it going, y'all. As I talk, you keep moving. We don't want to see the tailbone lift all the time, but what happens is some people find themselves in that position as they get tired, so we're going to accentuate the position, make sure don't go to pain, only go to the point where you can control it. And then you tuck it under. As you tuck it under, you're aware, like, oh man, this is what a plank's supposed to feel like. So as you go through this, you feel the core really fire. This is great. Give me 2 more reps. Whoo, you feeling it? I know you're feeling it. I feel it. I'm here. I can feel my abs flexing. Time. All right, good job. Last time of that. We're done with that, okay? But we're not done with working. It's time to get into our whole circuit. Time for lunges. Last lunges. And you know who I'm after this time? That man right there. He's a little sweatier than we saw him earlier, but he's been putting in some hard work. All right, lunge series. Same tempo. Don't rush through it. Lunge series. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Hey, I'm after you, Eric. I'm coming for you, brother. Look at you. Can you hold that pace? I know you can. Look at him go. Still using those arms to sequence the movement. This is what we want to see. Look at him go. Arms are driving the tempo. He's going all the way down to descend, controlling the touch of the knee to the ground. Hey, we're on these jiu-jitsu mats. These are really nice to train on, but you might be training on hardwood floors or concrete, so you never want to bang your knee into the ground. If anything, you just think like if there's little hairs on your knees, you're touching the hairs. You don't even have to touch the knee, but you got to get low. Get low, baby, get low. Come on, Eric. Chest proud. Good, you got it. Come on. Ha. Give me 3 more seconds. Last one. Time. Ooh. Hey, there's no hiding at that advanced level. Round 4. I know he's a little tired, but I'm going to be on him this time. Okay, here we go. Table lifts. So he's got that single leg table lift. Ready? Let's everybody get set up. Remember, fingers pointed straight out to the side. Chest is proud. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Oh, Eric, I'm coming, buddy. I'm coming. Good. Keep that chest proud even when you sit back. There you go. All right, come on, check this out. Every time he goes, he pulls those hips back between his hands, maybe even behind his hands. It's really just about his range of motion. No matter where his hands are, where his hips go, he's constantly pushing through the ground. He's pushing the earth away. He's not worried about himself. He's pushing literally the ground away from him because he's that strong, right? Got 15 seconds to go. Now, guess what? His hamstrings are on fire. Right now, his left one, and guess what? Right now, that right one. And this glute, it's got to fire hard. You got 5 more seconds, bro. Let's finish it out strong. Breathe through, breathe through. 3 seconds, and time. All right. Hey, woo, we're done with that. Don't got to do that anymore. But we do have 3 more drills to do. The sit-through series is next. Everybody get down, froggy position to start. This is consistent with our frog press position. It's great, so we keep the consistency across the board. Here we go, 3 seconds, 2, 1, go. Good, sit through. This is a highly dynamic drill, and I highlighted earlier that Eric is actually the one who came up with this progression. I thought, hey, when I built the program, there was something that needed to be improved here, and he came up with this one. So I would feel bad about making him do it, but he made the suggestion, so I don't feel bad at all. Now, as he sits through, kind of what Francesco was doing, that back leg, the stable leg, it's in a squat-like position. He's just going to drive those hips up. Hey, he just did a bunch of hip extension with the table series. He's doing more. So that hip is really firing off hard now. And he's breathing hard, staying focused on his structure. I'm so proud to see what Eric's accomplished over his career in training, and he's working hard today. Time. All right, 3 exercises down, 2 more to go. Last 2, best 2, okay? Last 2 rounds. Best 2 rounds, last 2 exercises, best 2 exercises. Modified sumo. Here we go. Everybody set up. 5 seconds. Whew, catch that breath. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So Eric's going to take his time. Set in the base. He's going to drive his hips explosively, bring those knees up to his armpits. Literally he's trying to touch his knees to his armpits every time he gets air. All right, take your time, go. Good, oops, yeah, all right. So the key is for him to sustain a tempo for 4 rounds, he's gonna have to set his base every time and then fly. Set and fly. For 40-20, it's really important if he was to just explode all the way through these reps, he's not gonna make 40 seconds. He has to find time to rest. But guess what, that bottom position, it's not really rest, all right? He's working hard down there. Give me 1 more rep, come on, 1 more rep, you're not done? Time, beautiful. 1 more is all I needed. All right, good job, brother. Hey, we're almost done. We're almost done. It's frog time. Time for the frog presses, okay? Remember, the goal is to finish your 40 seconds and not stop. Here we go, ready in 5. Everybody set? 3, 2, 1, go. Good, all right, thumbs point straight across. Make sure to hit that same consistent mark. Thumbs point straight across, fingers point in. Good. So as Eric sits down, he's going to still try to maintain that flat spine. Boom. Good. And then he's going to drive explosively using his hands and his feet. The unique thing about the frog press is it's working all 4 limbs at the same time. You try to keep balance. So if you push with your hands too fast, your chest is going to lift before your hips. If you push with your legs too fast, your hips are going to lift before your chest. So to keep everything flat, 10 seconds. Come on. 10 seconds. You got it. Shake it out. Let's get back in. All right. Woo, come on. You bust them out. Here we go. 5 seconds. Here we go. Time. All right. You don't call him Primal Soldier for nothing. Good work, buddy. You're kind of sweaty, man. All right. So we're done with priming the pump. And some of them got a little juicier than others, particularly the soldier himself. Hey, I don't know how you're feeling, but I feel great. I love coaching you guys. I love coaching this team here. And hopefully you're having as much fun as we are. Good job today. All right, I may have congratulated you on finishing your workout, but the work isn't done yet. In our system of training, it's really important to pay it back into our body, right? When we train, it's like taking deposits from the bank. We have to put money back in, otherwise we're not going to be able to take those withdrawals. So we do that by spending that mobility time on the front end and decompressing on the tail end of your workout. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to teach you how to decompress your body, help you perform longer and stronger. So we're going to start by getting to the ground. You're going to take a step back to all 4s, place your hands down, and then walk your knees back until your arms are completely straight. Good. From this we're going to call child's pose. Or that's not what we call it, but we call it whatever we want as long as you get in the right position. So it's actually just a posture you see in a yoga class pretty often. You're going to bring your forehead down towards the ground. Hands reach forward, and go ahead and walk those fingertips forward as far as you can. Try to feel if there's any particular restrictions between your lateral line, basically your lats, these big muscles that attach underneath your armpits, or in your mid-back. Take note of what's tight, because maybe we can improve that right now. So from this position, pull your hips back as far as you can, actively pressing your hands down. Feel that tension. Where is it at? All right, from here, we're going to take our left hand, walk it out 45 degrees. Take our right hand, walk it out 45 degrees. But don't just stop there. Reach with that right hand. All right, so it should be past the left hand. They're not quite in a line. Now, we should feel a nice stretch up and down the right side of our body. Anchor our hands down by pushing down. Push with our left hand forward. Pull with our right hand back. That push-pull configuration is going to increase the stretch. Now, think about your right butt cheek. Pull it as far back as possible. Also increasing the stretch. You should definitely feel that all up and down the right side of your body. Now keep your elbow off the ground. Keep tension by pushing down into the ground. Roll to the right pinky side of the hand. As you do that, you change the angle of pull. You should feel that in your armpit, up and down that lat again. Keep the elbow off the ground by pushing down into that blade of the hand, the pinky side, and then lay your head into your armpit to load that lateral line. That should increase the stretch. Keep pulling your hips back and release back into the flat hand position. Walk your hands back to center. And we're going to walk them over to the right now. 45 degrees. Reach with the left hand. Push down into those hands. Push, pull. Left hand pulls back. Right hand pushes forward. Feel that tension. Now pull the left butt cheek back towards your left heel. Keep your elbow off the ground by pushing down into the hand constantly. Roll to the left pinky side of your hand. Keep pushing down, lock out the elbow, lay your ear into your arm. Release some tension there. Keep the elbow off the ground by pressing into the pinky. And release the hand back flat. Walk back to center. We're going to check and see if that released some tension. Walk your fingertips forward, forehead down to the ground, pull your hips back. Wow, you might feel a little more open already. That's all right. We're not done yet. Pull your hands back into a super wide push-up position in line with your face. So your elbows are pointing up and out. Your hands are flat. You're going to take your right hand, slide it underneath your left armpit as far as you can, and lay your right shoulder on the ground. So we're going to try to stack our left shoulder on top of our right shoulder. So we're going to use this push-up hand, the left hand, push into the ground to try to stack the shoulders. And then we're going to add some more pressure by pushing into the back of the right arm. So push into the back of the right arm to assist and pull the hips back. Breathe. Using the strength of the upper body to release the spine. Breathe through the tension. All right, push into the left hand. Retract the right hand back out to the original push-up position. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Left hand slides all the way through. Shoulder on the ground, head resting on the ground if you can. Only go as far as you feel comfortable. Push into the right hand to stack the shoulder on top of the left. Push into the back of the left arm to rotate the torso more. Pull your hips back long. Make sure you're breathing. Good. And now plant weight into your right hand. Retrace your left hand through. All right. How did that feel, everybody? Go ahead and adjust if you need to. From there, we're going to go ahead and walk our hands back forward to the original position. Go ahead and take your forehead back down to the ground. Again, you should feel some more room to wiggle, pulling the hips back further. Now, spread your fingers out wide. Push your hands hard forward into the ground. Feel your shoulder blades lift. Bring your shoulders up towards your ears. Good. Now dig your toes into the ground behind you. Keeping your toes dug into the ground, push into those hands and start to lift your tailbone up slowly. Arching that tailbone up and back, keeping the knees soft. Keep your weight on your toes. Push through your hands a little bit harder. Try to lift your tailbone as high as you can. Don't let your butt tuck under. Lift your tailbone up to the sky, up and back to the back corner of the room. Now, as you have that position, lock it in and start to challenge it by straightening out the legs only as much as you can without tucking your tailbone under. Keep pushing through the hands. Keep working. Give me 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now with straight legs, drop your hips forward into a plank, pulling your body forward of your hands. Hold that plank. Bring your left knee up to left shoulder, left hand, I should say, and then lay your foot across into a pigeon pose. All right. Now, the important thing here is this angle of your shin. I might be able to have my shin perpendicular to my spine, but a lot of people are going to have tension in their knee there. So pull the heel back until you find a comfortable position, everybody. What's important now is wherever your position is, whatever you feel comfortable with, you're going to anchor your hands on either side of your leg. So outside the knee and outside the foot, so the foot doesn't move anymore. Push to proudden the chest and lengthen the spine. Now, don't move your chest, but what we want to think about doing here is think with your left butt cheek, pull your left butt cheek back, drive your right hip forward. That rotation should increase the stretch you feel in the back of the left hip pretty profoundly. All right, now we're going to add an isometric contraction. Think about your shin pushing down through the earth, so like you're lifting, but you're not moving, you're just pushing down. You're going to keep pushing. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release, and deepen the stretch by reaching back further with your back leg. We're going to do that 2 more times. Drive that shin down hard. Chest out. Come on, keep working, keep working. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, drop those hips back and reach back through that rear toe. Last time. Push down through that front shin. Keep working, keep working. This time, instead of reaching back, as we exhale, we're going to walk our hands forward. All right, if you can bring your forehead down towards the ground in front of your shin and pull your left butt cheek back and down towards the ground behind you, you're going to feel a big stretch in that hip. Good. Bring your hands back underneath your chest. Press up. And now what we're going to do, bring the rear knee closer in a little bit, get the toe down, and we're going to transition back to a wide plank and switch to the other side. Right leg forward. Again, finding a position that's comfortable for this knee is the most important part of this now. When you find that position, anchor your hands outside the knee and outside the foot. This hip is a little tighter for me, so you probably find one side's tighter for you as well. All right, time for those isometrics. That's a lot of tension. Let's do it. Shin pushes down through the ground. Woo, man, I definitely feel that. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, sink the hip and pull yourself back. Notice as I pull myself back, this angle of my shin may change a little bit. Only go as far as the knee doesn't get angry. From there, shin pushes down again. Oh man, that is a lot of tension. Keep working, and release, sink, and wiggle your way deeper by reaching back further with the back leg. Last one, drive that shin through the ground, chest out, and now this time we're going to reach forward. Walking the hands out, forehead reaches down towards the ground, right butt cheek reaches back behind the shin towards the earth. Good. Hold that just for a couple breaths. Hands underneath your chest. Drive the chest up. All right. Bring both knees up in line with each other. All right. Now we're going to get into the hip flexor. So we got the back of the hip. We're going to get the front of the hip. With the hip flexor, we're going to go ahead and step forward with our left foot. I want knee directly under hip, directly under shoulder. So we're going to cue something we don't want before we correct it into an ideal position. All right. So arch your tailbone back, then tuck your tailbone under. As you do, bring your shoulders back over your hips. You should feel this already tensing up the front of this thigh and hopefully the hip as well. Find a nice stable position with the front foot, with the heel underneath the knee. Keep that tension on the front line of your body and exhale the front knee forward. All right, you should feel that definitely stretching right in the front of this hip. Now we're going to build an isometric contraction here again, but it's the rear shin pushing down into the earth, almost like you're kicking into the ground. Keep pushing down, keep pushing down. Exhale. If you need to adjust that front foot a little bit to get the right track, then please do. Get comfortable with that front foot. All right, keep the ribs down, hips tucked under. Rear shin down through the earth again. Drive. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, sink. Front foot can wiggle out again. Take any slack out. Lock in that hip. We got one more. Drive that rear shin. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, sink. That third one's the key. Go ahead and step back. We're going to change to the opposite foot. All right, same thing. We're going to cue ourselves out of position to correct the position. Arch the tailbone back, tuck it under, bring shoulders over hips. Now, everything's locked in, ribs down, hips tucked under. Drive that right knee forward. As you pull that right knee forward, Feel that left hip extend. It should be pretty tight. Time for the iso. Drive that rear shin down into the ground. Work, work, work. Come on. Push through the ground. Move the ground away from you. Exhale, sink it down and forward. Good. Ribs down. Make sure you don't arch your back. Chest proud. Drive that shin down again. Work, work, work. Oh man, there's so much tension there. This hip is tight on the front. And release. Good. Ribs down. Chest proud. Last one. Shin down. Push, push, push. 3, 2, 1, and sink. Good. Hold that for a second. All right. Now what we're going to do, we're going to step forward, both feet up. So left foot up to the right. And we're just going to keep a hip width stance for now. Lower your belly to your thighs. So I want your knees bent enough so your belly can rest on your thighs. Let the top of your head hang towards the ground. Feel a decompression in your mid-back. Let your shoulders hang heavy. That should feel pretty nice. You deserve it. Come on, we're decompressing right now. All right, now we're going to pedal our feet. What that means, act like you have a high heel on your right foot and push all your weight on your left heel, straightening out that left leg. You should feel that stretching all the way up and back behind the left hip. Let's go ahead and put the right foot down, lift the left heel, all the weight on the right foot. Right hip stretch. Switch. Nice. Left hip stretch. Right. Hold. Breathe. All right. Both heels down. Walk your feet together. Okay. Still releasing all that tension in your mid-back by folding over your front of your knees. You're going to take your hands, reach back behind your calves. Try to hide your forearms behind your calves as far as possible. Grab the back of your ankles. Okay, and from here, grab tight and pull with your upper body. So look, you're going to see me try to pull my belly into my thighs. Make it hard to breathe. Use that upper body strength. Compress your body into your thighs. Keep pulling constantly with all the strength of your upper body as you start to push your heels down into the ground, lifting your hips high. Keep pulling with the arms. Keep pressing down with the heels, lifting your tailbone up, releasing your forehead towards your knees. Keep working. Come on. More strength with the upper body, more push with the lower body. One more deep breath. Release the knees forward. Let the fingertips drift in front of your toes. Relax. Now let the knees push forward. Tuck the tailbone under. Roll back up to standing. Head is last. Chest is proud. Head comes up. Shoulders down. Nice, tall, neutral stance. Inhale the hands up and overhead. If you can interlace your hands overhead, go ahead and do that. That's what we want, this steeple position. Straighten out the elbows, ribs down, pull to the left. Pull with your left hand, open up the right side of your body, straighten out your legs, push through the ground. Good, soften the knees, pull back to standing. All the way up, pull to the right. Keep your shoulders square, hips square. Push down through the left foot, push down through the right foot. Good, bend the knees, pull back to standing. Stand tall. Exhale the hands down and out to each side. And give yourself a hand. You just did a great job of paying it back into your body, decompressing after your long day or after your workout.